there's already a few people who are talking about it in the comments. Before we get to talking about NWA 75 and all that, I would be remiss if we didn't talk about what happened. There's another one. Rest in peace, Terry Funk. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. So before we go any further, ladies first. What are your thoughts on the careers and the impacts of Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt?
I don't think there's anything I can say that would give any of these guys justice. Their work is, both of their work is legendary. And I don't even want to say was, because I still want to say is as in present time, because it has an effect long term. Their careers, their legacy, everything that they've done has an effect for future generations. So I feel that me personally, I don't want to say, I don't want to use past tense, because I don't want to look at them as if they're gone, because I feel that they will never be gone. I feel that their legacy will live forever, and their teachings, their matches, everything that they've done in the ring. I even watched Bray Wyatt. I was a huge fan of the Wyatt family. So this was just out of nowhere, and it completely shocked me, because I'm just 1 minute, hanging around dogs. The next minute I'm checking my socials and I see all the rest in peace, and I'm like, what? This can't happen. Like, this can't be right. And yeah, so it was definitely a downer today and yesterday. But it was so sad, because it was like, I don't know, I guess out of nowhere.
And such out of the opposite ends of the spectrum too. Like the fact that you have Terry Funk, who everybody knows the legend that Terry Funk is. If you don't, you need to take a history lesson. Also, shout out to Tommy Dreamer. I took your advice, went and watched Terry Funk versus Ricky Steamboat from Clash of the Champions today. Great fucking match. Go back and watch it. J-Bone, what do you think about the old Funker and the passing of Bray Wyatt, bro?
Man, no, just sometimes shit just ain't fair. That's all I can say. And the instead of thinking of Terry the way that we are, and everybody's sad he's gone, him of what he left behind, the legacy he left behind, the people that he inspired, we would have a lot of guys that wouldn't be who they were today without Terry Funk. And that's a fact. I mean, Mick Foley, Tommy Dreamer, Sabu, you name it. There are guys that would not even be
period.
ECW, period. Texas death matches, Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair. We would not have the guys the way they are today if it wasn't for Terry Funk. And that's a legacy that is going to go unmatched forever. As far as Bray Wyatt, man, like I said, sometimes shit just ain't fair. And to me, that's not fucking fair. That's a guy that was so young, and take away the wrestling, the guy has a family and a beautiful family, children and a wife that, we can sit here and talk about the wrestling all night, but as a man, he left a lot behind, man. And for us as fans, all you can do is say thank you to what he left. And the short time that he was here, we are very blessed to see what he had to offer us. And that's really all we can do. So rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's crazy to think about, because Terry Funk, man, it seems like Terry was in his 50s even when he was doing the ECW stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then so to still be talking about Terry Funk, and to say that his last match was 6 years ago, something is like a wild thing. So I don't know, man. All you can say is rest in peace to them both. Bray Wyatt, what can you say other than one of the most innovative, even at such a young age, man, for what he came up with the Fiend character and like she said, with everything, and then to have the complete switch from the Wyatt family before that in and of itself had such a cool vibe from the time they came out in ECW. It's crazy that they said that it all started from COVID causing making his heart issues even worse. It's just wild to think, like you said, and being a father like that, you just feel for his family. And hey, man, I don't know what else you can say other than we lost, two of the greats from the business, both on different ends of the spectrum. But definitely a tough day for wrestling.